Alright guys, so today we're going to draw Mickey Mouse, and it's not just going to be the frontal image like you normally have where it's, the ears like this, and the nose and eyes. We're going to do a 3/4 view, but kind of give him an expression, something that makes him look a little more unique, okay? So what we're going to start by doing is we're going to draw another circle. It's going to be very light like this. Make sure you're using your whole arm, just going in. Alright, so we're going to draw a good size circle right in the middle of your page, okay? Like that. And then later we'll go over it and we'll darken in the line. So right now we're not finding the exact line you're going to keep. It's just kind of directing us in the way we need to go. So after we have our circle, we're going to draw our little guidelines for the eyes, okay? So here, because it's a 3/4 view, we're going to draw it really close to the edge, okay? Kind of going like a curve, like almost like a ball. And next we're going to have another one where we're going to kind of lightly go in here. All right? And then so let's go to the nose now, all right? So we're going to have the nose here, and we're going to kind of bring it out like that. All right? It's gonna look like a little like squashed ball. Next, we're gonna give him the nose. Okay, so we're gonna start. He kind of has that, that Mickey nose, a little popping out. And then let's continue with this. We're gonna connect it to the head. Okay, so Mickey's head is just a big round ball where it connects a little bit, and we're gonna kind of give him his little lip here. Okay, something like a little small curvature like that. Then we got to give him his mouth, and his mouth, let's give him an expression of shock. So we'll something like this, and then Mickey has that that little black outline that goes around. It masks his face, something kind of like that. Okay, so for here, since we're doing a 3/4 view, we're gonna go from this marker line here, and we're going to kind of curve out to the edge. So next we need to give him where it's going to give him that expression. It's going to help the expression of his eyes. So we're going to kind of loop down and then curve it back down here. That's going to give him that little brow section here. It kind of gives a flexion to the eyes there. Okay. So next, let's give him those Mickey eyes. So we're gonna come right here below where those two lines crossed, and we're gonna give him big pupil. And right next to him, we're gonna give him it's gonna be a skinnier circle, something like that. Okay. Next, we gotta give him the whites of his eyes. So you're gonna kind of go from the bottom of the pupil here, and you're gonna go up almost to where those 2 points meet. Kind of very long straight. Now normally you give Mickey Mouse eyes that look like this, where it's one solid oval. So here I'm basing it off a old model sheet done by a different animator, and so his look would change throughout the years and depending on who was animating him. So here we're actually gonna go where this hook is, we're gonna go right below it, right here. We're gonna bring him the rest of that. So it kind of almost has like an eye, it's like an eyelid. And so same on this side here, it's gonna be very skinny though, okay? So we're gonna give him the outer edge. This same line is like this line out here, okay? And then we're gonna bring in right below that hook and come down there. So now Mickey has his eyes, and on the nose here, just give him that little brow. He has like two little bumps, something like that. Defines his nose a little bit. So something like that. All right, next, let's give him the let's make him a little bit of a dapper Mickey. How about that? We'll give him a little boater hat like turn of the 19th century. So it's like, think of a squashed oval. That's going to be the brim of the hat. Okay. And so next we're going to give him the top. We're going to curve the top. So these are two straight lines that go about the width of Mickey's head. Okay. And then from there you're going to curve the top. It won't be flat. Okay, because you're kind of giving this top angle look at him. And then after that, we're going to draw on Mickey's ears, all right? So Mickey's ears are kind of off to the side of his head. So here's the frontal where they're like that. So if they're off to the side, let's draw it here. They change, but they stay on the side of the head, but they just flop. They move around, okay? So let's see, about right here. And then about right there. All right, so we got Mickey's ears and head and eyes and nose. Now let's give him a little bit of body so he's not a floating head. So we're gonna start here from the corner of this mouth here, and we're gonna go out. And then from here, on this side, we're gonna go from this little corner here, and we're gonna kind of jet out. Now, since he is a dapper Mickey and he has a boater hat, we're gonna give him that turn of the century type of collar, okay? So we're gonna come out here, give him that collar, and we're gonna give him a big old tie. So you kind of do two curves, and then you're gonna give him some folds, and then you gotta give him the rest of it. So that's about right. All right. So just a little bit more. We can add in a little bit of detail. So you can come up here to the brim of the hat again. You can add a band on his hat, whatever you want. You could put flower. You could do whatever your heart's desire is. So now we have our line drawing down. So I'm going to switch over. If you want to use a red pencil like I did, or you just want to draw really lightly with a regular HB pencil, you could go over it now and darken up the lines that you want to keep. So that, everyone, is our good friend Mickey Mouse. So once you get him darkened up and everything, and you know which lines you wanted to keep, then you can actually color in the parts that make Mickey look like Mickey, like his ears and his eyes, so you can shade those in. His nose, his mouth, that mask that we were talking about that helps define who Mickey is. Gives him that iconic look. And then most importantly, you can sign your name right to it, okay? There you go, there's Mickey Mouse.